Hi, I'm Bob Fox at Fox Architects, and I also publish Work Design magazine. Today, I'm very excited to have a conversation with Joyce Bromberg, and we're here talking about the next work environment competition. So Joyce, welcome. It's great to be here.
Hi, Bob. It's fabulous to be here with you. Thank you.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the competition and what your thoughts are on it. So maybe if you could start by just giving us a little bit about your background and how you got into design.
So I have to go back a long time now, but I think I've been designing for 40 years. And it was something that um, I always thought I needed to do or wanted to do, but it took me a long time to realize that I really wanted to focus on the workplace. I went back to school when I was 30 for design. And since then, I've had an amazing ride designing workspaces. But for me, the hallmark was always thinking about what would come next. So having the opportunity to judge this competition and help to provide a forum for people who are thinking about what comes next is, right up my alley.
Thank you for participating in the jury. Maybe if you could share with us some of the things that you're hoping to see emerge from the competition.
I think it was Eames that said, good design always gets better when you give it constraints. But sometimes constraints stop, I don't want to say critical thinking, but innovative thinking. And so I love the idea of a competition that wants to understand the possibility and what could be. And we are at a very, very rare, but I think important point in history right now where we have the opportunity to rethink and also to question all of the assumptions that we've traditionally had about where and how work takes place. And so I think the competition is just a brilliant way for people to investigate what could be and see where it takes them.
So you've got a lot of experience working in the workplace and designing spaces. Is there any one thing that you'd like to see change as we emerge from this?
Well, I think I keep saying to people who ask, what's going to make people come back to the office? And I think, everybody's talking about social and the ability to interact. But I think as designers and as providers of space, we need to give people a reason to come back. And I think more than making the office more humane and more about bringing joy to work, I think the office also has to be infused with more purpose. So how can we make architecture serve the process of work in ways that we've never been able to do that before?
As you're saying that, I'm thinking about the individuals and the teams that are going to be working on these submissions and submitting them for the competition. And I'm just wondering, do you have any recommendations for them on the way that they should consider it or the context about how they should be thinking about it or the way they should approach it?
I don't think as a judge, I want to see work that was completed before the epidemic. I don't want to see ideas that I can relate to that were pre-pandemic. I'd really like to see some original thinking here. And so the constraints that COVID presents are going to change things, but they're also going to open things up. And so my main suggestion would be to ideate a lot before closing in on a solution and see where that takes you.
Joyce, this is exciting. I'm really looking forward to working with you through this competition. So thanks again. I'll look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you, Bob. I am so honored to have this opportunity.